And away we go. It is the Nightcap, brought to you by Galactic Fried Chicken, right here on BearcatJournal.com, www.galacticfriedchicken.com for everything Galactic. Go to the website. They will deliver right to your front door, pretty much anywhere inside the 275 loop, or head down to Dayton, Kentucky. See our good friends Wednesday through Sunday, lunch and dinner. Tell them to pump it up, and they will save you 15% off of the Galactic goodness. It is out of this world. All right, we have had a big run this week, Aaron, a big run. We had Katrina Merriweather on Monday. We had Bradley transfer Connor Hickman on last night.
We did.
And today, maybe the biggest guest of them all. 5-star, 2025, Cincinnati commit, D. Alexander, Purcell Marion High School, three-time freshman, sophomore, junior, three-time state champion, two-time Miss Basketball as a sophomore and a junior. D, welcome. How was that introduction? Did I get it all right?
Yes, you did. You did good. Yes.
It's like LeBron level.
I mean, you get one next year, and nobody can top that, right?
I was going to say
4 years, like you're the queen.
Nope.
Just don't let Roger Bacon get in your way.
They won't. They haven't since my freshman year. So
that was who LeBron was too.
Yeah, D, let's get right to it. High school career has been amazing so far. How do you continue to top yourself? How do you continue to raise the bar? That's got to be difficult for somebody that has accomplished everything to still be able to challenge yourself and push. What does an off season look like? What is setting goals and trying to figure out new things, new levels, new heights to reach, if you will?
Well, I just always have the same goal for myself, and it's just always just to get better every practice, every workout, just whatever, just always to get better. So that's always my top goal. But it's like also like things I also want to accomplish, like winning state again, winning Miss Ohio for a third time, just things that I still want to accomplish, but I just want to push myself to the highest that I possibly can.
What was your focus this year in terms of improvement, and how do you think you did? I mean, was it being a better distributor, being a better shooter, better defender, whatever it might have been? What did those goals look like, and do you feel like you reached them to take the next step next year?
My goals this year for the season, well, last year's season was just mainly just to be a facilitator to my teammates. Just make sure I'm always seeing my teammates involved, no matter what the situation is. Just be a facilitator at all times. So that was like one of my biggest things. Like, I didn't care about scoring 20 points a game or having a triple double every game. It was more so I know that I got teammates that I have to play with. So it's more so get my teammates involved at all times, basically.
Is that it next year? Triple double every game. Is that it?
I wouldn't say that, but it's something that I will shoot for.
I want to go back to that game against Laurel that you guys won to complete the three-peat, 79-52. You got in a little bit of foul trouble. So what's that like as a leader on this team that got in foul trouble in the first half? And take us through like what your mental state was as you were kind of going through that before you kind of came alive there in the second half.
I was actually getting quite frustrated with myself within like the first half. It was like, okay, I picked up a foul, and I picked up another foul. So it was like the fouls that I were picking up, they were okay fouls, but like the fouls possibly could have been better. So like them calling them fouls on me, it got to me. But it was like, okay, I also have to hold my teammates to high standards as well, because this is something that we all want. So it was like, I can't let that affect me, but I also got to help my teammates continue to play the game and not let them get down just because I'm at the game. So, like, my teammates, they were still able to play the game without me being in the game. They were still able to do everything the exact same without me, but it was like me just encouraging my teammates through the whole thing.
Now, you've had a lot of big moments already in your career at Purcell Marion. What's the biggest moment so far for you?
I'm really not sure, because it's been so much going on just like up there in general. So it'll probably be like just not the sports side, but just my whole junior year I've got first honors the whole school year. So, that's just like something that I've always wanted to do, just be able to get first honors. So it's just being able to do what I'm supposed to do on the school side, but also coming to the basketball side and also being able what I'm supposed to do as well.
I know. Go ahead, Aaron. Sorry.
I was just gonna say, is that part of the influence that you've alluded to from your American Sign Language teacher?
Yes. She's always been there. She's always had my support, and she's always held me to higher standards that I've always held myself. So her holding me to those higher standards has helped me become better.
It was Miss Johnson, right?
Yes.
Shout out.
Yes. Shout out to Miss Johnson. Yes.
Let's be honest. When this Cincinnati staff arrived in town, Cincinnati wasn't really a team on the radar, right?
No, they weren't.
I heard a story that when you released your top 15, the message to Cincinnati was essentially, we'll give you a shot. It's not likely because there's a lot of momentum in a lot of different places, but we'll leave the door open and do with it what you can. What were they able to do from November to April that went from on the outside looking in to you're home for the next 4 years or however long it is?
Just going up to UC all the time, just watching the girls play, watching them practice. It's like Coach Trina holds her girls to a higher standard than anything like that I've seen. So just like from the time that the first workout that I went to theirs, and I believe it might have been in the spring, but the first workout that I went to of hers, it was just like she does things differently, and she really wants it. It's not rare to see coaches go to a program that has been down but wanted the best for their team, even though they knew it was going to take time. Coach Trina know that it's like she knows that UC girls basketball is going to have some ups and downs only because like their past record. But she also believes in her players so much that she knows that she can change the program around. So just having her around and just like seeing her make a change in the program just within a slight year is been a big difference.
Tell me about the relationship with Coach Jump. She's the recruiting director. I don't know if you know that her dad was my 6th grade teacher. And he also coached. I played on a city championship baseball team, and he was one of the coaches for that team. So I've known Abby since she was a toddler. She's relentless.
Yes.
What is your relationship with her like?
It's from the first time we've talked to like now, is our relationship has got closer and better just like each time we talk. So like just being around her, like her energy every day is off the wall. She never has a dull moment. So it's like anytime you need some type of shine in your life, you can always go to her. She'll always have that light that you need. So just from the time that we've like first started communicating, just texting, whatever, it's always been great. It's never been a dull moment between us.
She's got a little swag too.
Yes. Just this past weekend at First Live Session, she had a different pair of J's on every day. It's like,
oh yeah,
whoa.
She's got a whole wall of them.
I believe it. I really do.
So, out of the things that were important to you, just kind of wanted to hear you talk about some of the things that were important to you. We've all heard playing at home. Obviously, I don't know that you can get much closer to home than Clifton. But Jumpman, Big 12, your relationships with the staff, the CPAW itself, like just being home and when, since like just how much Cincinnati means to you. What are the things that actually meant a big deal to D outside of just being at home?
Just being able to like make a change in UC's girls basketball. Like I said, they've never been the top school in I don't know and who knows history. So like just being able to like know that like I'm this close to home, but I can also make a change. Might not never be as big as LSU or one of those big schools like that, but it's like we could also be put on the radar. And me being from Cincinnati, it's like, okay, I can make a change being from my hometown. Rather than going somewhere else and making a change somewhere else, I could just be 10 minutes away from home and making a change.
Trailblazer, I like it.
Yes.
Jillian Hayes is from Cincinnati. Was she somebody that you consulted about how things really kind of were behind the scenes with this coaching staff? Do you have a relationship with her? And if you do, what's that like?
I do have a relationship with her. Just like before this coaching staff, like me and Jillian, like we never really talked like that. It was like a hey, and that was it. But like now, like we can have a full conversation, and everything just like cool. Like at first, it was never that type of a conversation with her. It's like just seeing her from the old coaching staff to now, it's like her whole mood has changed because like I feel like her being around this new coaching staff. Not saying the old ones weren't the same, but these ones, she's been able to like open up and be her and be who she really wants to be as a player and off the court.
And tell us a little bit about your game just overall. What's the package that makes D. Alexander so good? What are the traits on the floor that you feel like will translate quickly to the college level?
Um, just like I said just a little bit ago, like something that I've been working on my junior year was just like being able to get my teammates involved. It's not always a 1 versus 5 player game. It's always a 5 versus 5. So you can never do it on your own. You must always have 4 other teammates by your side the whole time. So, just keeping that like through my whole senior year and then going on to college, like I know that I'm going to always have 4 other teammates on the court with me at all times. So just being able to communicate with my teammates and being able to help them get better just each and every day is just like something that I will always like keep with me and never have, because like I know once I like do what I have to do, then I know my teammates are also gonna hop on and do what they also do as well. So as long as I like communicate and execute with my teammates, then everything's gonna fall in line.
You
So
have
anybody's
about you have about 14 months before you're officially on campus as a Bearcat. How good is D. Alexander the recruiter? And what is this 2025 recruiting class going to look like? You can name names. You can put a little heat on somebody if you got a couple of them that you're keeping an eye on.
Just my AU teammate Zakaya, like ever since like I've committed, she's like, okay, I think I might actually give UC a shot, because like just talking to her and like telling her like Coach Trina's like she wants to make a change. She's gonna make a change to University of Cincinnati. So just like telling her like little nitpicks on like how the coaching staff is and how the players are. Like she's been like, okay, I really like want to see if I'm able to talk to them or like give them a shot at something. Just like just this the 25 class it's been a struggle, just like with all the coaches and everything. So it's like it's been a lot, but it's a lot of heat on just everybody in the 25 class in total.
Is there anybody in the collegiate world, men's or women's side, or even in the NBA, WNBA, that you try and emulate your game after?
I mean, I would just say all around, because like I'm the type of person that I can sit and watch a YouTube video just basketball just for hours. Then next time I go to the gym, I'm gonna remember what those people are doing in the video, and I'm gonna try to do it myself. So it's not like one particular person. It's just like an all around. Like if I see something that I like that somebody's doing in the YouTube video, I'm gonna go try and go do it next time I go to the gym.
I did see Rayvon and Tyler McKinley in some pictures with you after your commitment. Is there any type of relationship you have with them, as you guys are all kind of in the same boat as hometown heroes?
I see those two are like my big brothers, like my protectors, like when it comes to stuff like this. So like they've been through this whole process. If there's any time, like I could always go communicate with them too, like what's this or that gonna be like, because they already know what it's gonna be like. But they're on the men's side, so everything on the men's side is probably 10 times harder than it's on the women's side. So it's like they're giving me what they're getting on that side. So it's like I can push myself to what they're doing, but even probably better.
What was it like watching the explosion of women's basketball this season? Last season, the build started, and this year the roof kind of blew off, and you're seeing record numbers. There were more people that watched the women's championship game than any of the men's games. as somebody that's about to enter into that world, what is going on in your brain when you see those numbers and you see how much time ESPN is now devoting to the women's game and the stage that it's providing? It's got to be exciting.
It's really exciting just being able to see like women's basketball in total just like going up. Like maybe 5 years ago, like nobody probably watched the women's games. Nobody went to a women's WNBA game. Nobody went to none of that. So just being able to see like people like go out just to support, especially college basketball. College women's basketball hasn't been big. Like it's never, but like WNBA probably has been a little bit better than college women's basketball. But like college women's basketball now is like I feel like it's took a big toll, and it's setting high standards for the men's basketball. Just like we've like passed men's basketball up on like a bunch of levels just because like we have people like Caitlin Clark injuries just like breaking big records that you would never really expect to be broken.
Caitlin Clark was right in the same range, top 5 recruit. She did her own thing and went to a team that wasn't a traditional power, had a good program, but wasn't UConn or Tennessee or South Carolina. Is that the ultimate goal? Kind of maybe not score 4,000 points. I'm sure you want to, yeah. But to be kind of that trailblazer for Cincinnati women's basketball that takes them to the next level of the sport.
I do want to do something similar to what she did, like just, being able to stay close to home and being able to do something at home without having to go somewhere else and have to start something brand new somewhere else where you're not from or not nobody that you really know that's local to where you're at. I prefer just to stay home and do something big at home.
You're at a park? Is that just a daily, like decompress, like in Dee's world, you go spend some time at the park?
I try to do that sometimes, yes, just to get some relief, just have some fresh air.
We're sorry for taking away your free time.
You're fine.
Aaron, you got anything else?
I want to let Dee go ahead and finish her decompression. So no, we're good here.
Thank you.
All right, Dee, thank you so much. We really appreciate it. Oh, what was commitment day like? The TV cameras there, like everybody, the eyes of the city were on Dee Alexander that day. What was that like for you?
It was something big. Like I never thought that day would be so special to me, just as special as it was, like just committing to Cincinnati. It's like it was something really big, and I never really thought that big of a day would come for me so soon. I was very grateful every day for everyone that was around, family members and all.
Awesome. All right. Well, we thank you so much for coming on. We'll be around at Purcell Marion when you go for state championship number 4, and we can't wait to see you on campus in a little over a year from now.
Yes.
All right. Thanks, Steve. We appreciate it.
All righty. Thanks, you.
Steve.
There you go. That's the nightcap. We will see you. I've got volleyball this weekend. I'm going to be in Owensboro watching a very competitive 13-year-old girls volleyball tournament. So I don't know when we'll be back, Saturday, Sunday. It'll be sometime. But until then, enjoy this one with Dee Alexander. We'll see you next time. That's the nightcap, brought to you by Galactic Fried Chicken, right here on BearcatJournal.com.
See ya.